Everyone who worked the night shift knew about Unit C. No one talked about it openly. There were no warning signs on the door, no notes in the manual. But when new workers asked why Unit C was always skipped on inspection routes, the older staff would say the same thing. Unit C doesn't need regular checks. That answer never made sense. Unit C was part of the oldest section of the facility. It handled air pressure and cooling for the underground systems. If anything went wrong there, the whole building could shut down. Still, it was always avoided. I worked overnight maintenance, the kind of job where nothing happens for hours, then everything goes wrong at once. That night, there were only 3 of us on shift. Me, my supervisor, and another tech covering a different sector. Just after 1 a.m., the alarm panel lit up. Unit C, pressure drop. The alarm didn't stop. My supervisor rubbed his face and sighed. It's probably a bad sensor again. Should we go together? I asked. He shook his head. It's a quick reset. You know the layout better than anyone. That should have been the moment I refused. But I didn't. The door to Unit C was at the far end of the lower level. The hallway lights were dimmer there, and the air felt thick, like it didn't move properly. When I unlocked the door and stepped inside, the smell hit me first. Old metal, dust, something stale. The lights came on slowly, one after another, revealing a long concrete tunnel. Pipes ran along the ceiling and walls. The sound of my boots echoed strangely, like the tunnel waited before answering. I pressed my radio. Control, I'm inside Unit C. Only static replied. I tried again. Nothing. I told myself it was normal. Radios didn't always work well underground. I walked deeper inside. After a few minutes, I noticed something else. The air felt heavy. Not hot or cold, just heavy, like it pressed against my chest. Then the lights behind me shut off. Not all at once. One, then another, then another. I stopped walking. The lights in front of me stayed on. I turned around. Darkness filled the tunnel behind me. That's when I heard footsteps. They weren't echoes. They were matching my pace. I stood still. The footsteps stopped too. Hello? I called. My voice sounded small in the tunnel. Something answered. You're early. The voice didn't come from the radio. It came from everywhere. My hands started shaking. Who's there? Silence. Then the lights ahead flickered. For just a moment, I saw something near the pressure valve. It looked almost human. Almost. Its body was too tall, too thin, like it had been stretched. It stood still, as if it wasn't sure how to stand at all. The lights went out. Complete darkness. My radio crackled. I'm inside Unit C, a voice said calmly. It was my voice. I don't see anyone else. I froze. I didn't say that, I whispered. The radio responded with static. Then another voice spoke, low and slow. You're not alone anymore. A deep vibration ran through the walls, like the building had shifted. Emergency lights came on. The thing was closer now. It tilted its head, studying me. We keep the pressure balanced, it said. People work better than machines. I backed away. The exit sign looked farther than before. I ran. Every step felt heavy, like the floor resisted me. The tunnel felt longer, narrower. The sound of something moving behind me grew faster. I didn't look back. I reached the door, slammed it shut, and locked it with shaking hands. The hallway outside was quiet. Too quiet. When I got back to the control room, my supervisor stared at me. You didn't answer your radio, he said. You heard someone else, I replied. My voice. He looked away. That's why we don't send 2 people, he said softly. I quit the next day. 2 months later, the facility shut down after a major failure traced back to Unit C. The report said the system stabilized on its own. One line stayed with me. Personnel count, corrected. Night shift staff, listed, 3. Confirmed exits, 2. Unit C is still sealed. And sometimes, late at night, I wonder whose voice answers the radio now.